Ladies and gentlemen, today I will show you a couple of fantastic lowest mileage C6 Z06's at Corvette World that you should not pass up. Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am so excited to be back at Corvette World because we've got the lowest mileage C6 Z06 I think there is in the entire world at Corvette World. And we have its twin. And we have the king of all C6s. You guys are in for a real treat. But real quick, before we go inside and show you all their inventory, please give me a big thumbs up. My thumbs up squad has been doing wonderful things. I appreciate each and every one of you. Also, thank you to each and every one of you who has followed me and joined the Brink of Speed community. I now have over 40,000 family members, so thank you so much. If you want to become part of that family, make sure you smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get inside and show you these beautiful C6 Corvettes. C6 Z06, C6 Z01, C6 Z06. And we have another C6 Corvette, another C6 Corvette, another C6 Corvette. Lots of C6s in Corvette World today. I'm gonna get with Robert and we'll get this video going.
2006, as you know, was the debut year for the C6 Z06 as well as the infamous LS7 427 motor, the largest production small block ever made. Obviously a big bore with a small block 427. Yes, people are gonna ask, the 427 badges were added later. These, as far as GM production vehicles, outside of the 1966 through 69, of course, they only did these badges on the Will Cooksey Special Edition 08 and of course the 13 427 Convertible. The previous owner purchased them, GM accessory, and added them. But it is correct, it is a 427 motor. Lemans Blue with a two-tone ebony red interior, 2LZ.
Wow.
With navigation. So for its time, there was no 3LZ yet. That didn't happen until 08, just like the 4LT trim. So this is a fully loaded for its time, 2006 Z06.
It's in great condition, man.
A whole whopping 5,600 miles on it. The only things done to it other than the 427 badges is the previous owner added a mild to wild switch on the exhaust.
Cool.
And the original tires have since been changed with these real fat looking Firestone Firehawks here, which are pretty grippy. And I've heard a lot of positive things about them. They're pretty much becoming a new favorite since the Nitto apparently discontinued their one that they had years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, supposedly, I don't know if that's changed, but last I heard the Nitto was discontinued. So, so these have become pretty popular. This is about the third time I've seen them on one of these.
Yeah, it has kind of a similar design of the Nitto.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of drive time behind them because I can't comment on them. I know, of course, I love the Nittos. You know, they were great. But,
sure.
You know, but I've heard some good things about them. So, nice, healthy tire. A lot of meat on there. Car, of course. Beautiful LS7. Bone stock. Beautiful. All right.
I love it, man. Let's show you guys. This is a 2006 with 5,600 miles for 50 grand. Now, that just goes to show you, back about 5 years ago, I was looking at C6 Z06's 2006 through about 2008. And that's exactly the price they were going for about 6 years ago. So that just tells you where the market is right now on C6 Z06's.
Of course, these wheels are the standard. So many people change them out. The Spider design wheels actually debuted in the 08 Will Cooksey edition, but didn't break it onto the main line until 2009. These were the original 10-spoke rims that came on every Z06 till 2009, with the exception of the Will Cooksey. So if you see an older one with other wheels, they've been since changed. Some people didn't like them. I like them. I think they're very cool looking.
I like them.
And the polished one, you know, it's funny, with this color, I think it goes very well with it. It's a very clean looking finish on this wheel.
Yes, I totally agree.
You know, I mean, I don't know, there's just something about it that just looks higher end than normal. chrome. You know, chrome is really, you know, bright. It's just, it's kind of subtle. I just like the way it looks. But that's me.
Sure.
All right. We're gonna temporarily pass over this one for a second here.
Oh, we're gonna pass the King?
We're gonna pass the King because the King is last. And we have its twin brother over here.
Yeah, these things look exactly the same. What's the difference, Robert?
Well, here's the thing. Both of these came from the same owner. The previous owner had both of these sitting in his personal garage.
Really?
And he sold them both to us. And obviously the one over there was more the driver, hence why it has new tires, mild to wild switch, some badges on it. This one here, unmolested, a whole whopping 1,400 miles on it.
1,400 miles, guys. Look at that. 2006 with only 1,474 for 52.
This is your, you know, again, back then, the Maroni stickers weren't as nice as they are today.
Sure. It's a $70,000 car right there.
And $2,006.
Wow.
Went to Bob Howard Chevrolet in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Cool.
Very, very, very
Looks
nice
like you got the original Goodyears
I
on
was
there.
about to hit that. As you know, all these Z06's from 2006 through 2010 came with the Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar.
Yes.
And then these tires ended up being transferred over to the Grand Sport from 2010-13 as the standard tire, while they ended up going with the Michelin's for the Z06. So when you have a tire that's all original like this, obviously the first thing you look for is dry rot. Well, good luck finding it. Now, obviously, these tires are going to be a little hard, so I don't recommend doing a track with them.
Yeah, they're definitely.
But are they safe to drive? Yes, they are. People will ask me, you know, they worry about, are the tires going to disintegrate and come apart on you? The answer is no.
No,
They will not.
they're just going to be slippery.
You do not. Yeah, they're going to be hard. So
Right.
you're not going to. Here's the good thing, and if you wonder, when we drive them, is there flat spots? That's the first thing we check for. This one, when we got it, unlike that 03 50th that was low mileage, remember that one? That one had flat spots. We had to drive it to unflatten it out. This one, no. This guy was good. He moved his car around enough that we didn't have any in the tires, had no dry rot. They're in great condition. So if you're looking for a collector piece, you have the original tires.
Sweet.
Most people, what they'll do, if they plan on driving it, but they want some originality, they'll just take the tires off, throw them in the garage, and throw a nice set of new ones.
Yeah.
But that goes to show you how easy this car has been driven. Also a 2LZ, just like the other one over there. This one, of course, is all ebony, but it has the red stitching.
Red stitching, yes. Very nice.
This one here also has the optional 6-disc CD changer instead of the navigation.
Okay.
So yeah, he bought two twin brothers that just had some slight differences.
Cool.
Same rims. Said with the exception of those colors and the stitching, it's the exact same loadout. This one here does not have the mild to wild switch. It's 100% stock.
Okay.
Just as clean.
Oh yeah.
All original.
It's beautiful.
And not even broken in yet.
Nope. Yeah, it's a beautiful car. Not a single ding, scratch, nothing.
You're looking to get into a real nice Z06, and of course this color, Lemans Blue. Lemans Blue debuted, of course, in 2004 with the C5, obviously the infamous 05 Z06, or excuse me, 04 Z06 Lemans edition. And the color lasted until 2007, and in 08 it was replaced by the Jetstream Blue.
Which is amazing.
Another amazing color. So again, you only got 2 years of this color in Z06's floating around. I checked the production numbers are fairly low. They're not ultra rare, but they're not common either.
Sure.
And since I've been here, I've been in this business, Corvette World, now 5 years and change. And since I've been here, this is the second and third we've had.
Sweet.
In all that time. Not easy to come by because everybody that's got them hang on all these colors. And again, one of the things that people like about the 06 to 08 Z06 is the fact they're the lightest. Because they went up 150 pounds with the upgrades they did in 09.
3,132 pounds.
3132.
There we
very
go.
light. Very light.
Very, very light.
Yep. Now, of course, people are going to ask, I might as well address it. Valve guides, heads. Okay. This no matter what I do, it's gonna be stepping in it. I'm just gonna tell you, I've got a technician over there who you guys have seen on this channel before. His name is Keith. He's been working on Corvettes for 38 years. We have been here for 31 years. This business has been here. Obviously, we've been around the entire lifespan of this generation of Z06.
Yes.
One has actually been in here that was bone stock with the valve guide issue.
Okay.
It was an 06. If you leave this thing bone stock, your odds of encountering that valve guide issue, if you maintain your car properly, are slim to none. And if you exceed 15,000 miles after you break in the car and drive it some while, it's not going to happen if it hasn't happened yet.
Sure.
I'm not talking simple bolt-ons. Simple bolt-ons ain't going to hurt the car, the headers and cold air. But if you plan on tuning it, you plan on doing cams, you plan on doing other stuff, you've got to do the heads, you got to do the valve guides. That's just a par for the course.
Makes sense.
But again, bone stock, do your routine maintenance. Your odds of it happening are just as good as winning the lottery.
Okay.
That's the truth. That's a fact. And I'm throwing that out there. People are going to disagree with me, or they've had a bad experience. I'm telling you, we do this for a living. You have just about as good of odds to get struck by lightning.
All right. We're going to move on to the king of C6 Corvettes.
As you know, I'm very, 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 very partial to ZR1s here. We got ourselves a beautiful 2010 Cyber Gray ZR1. As you may have noticed in the past, 2010 seemed to be a favorite year because that was a fairly large production year. Of course, is one of the top colors of the C6 generation. Every time I get a Cyber Gray car in, it goes quick. So I doubt I'm going to have this much longer. As you know, they only come in one trim level in the C6, a 3ZR. So that's it. There's no 1ZR, 2ZR, it's all 3ZR. So all fully loaded. 2010 was also the year they did the PTM, the Performance Traction Management. We did a demonstration on that about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So if you archive Mike's videos, you will see them where we took out a red one and we practiced with that. This beauty here was sold to us from a gentleman and it's only got 4,605 miles on it. So it's not even quite broken in yet.
There you go. 2010, 4,600 miles, 84,000.
And just like before, original tires. Car has not been tracked. Car is unmolested. Still got quite a bit of tread on there.
Yep, those are nice. And they're Pilot Super Sport, or no, they're just regular
The Pilot Sports, the previous generation. The Super Sport was the succeeding generation.
Yeah, Pilot
and then of course
Sports.
they are run flat. So
And of course
as we
you
know,
got the carbon fiber side skirts,
carbon fiber side skirts and front splitter.
front splitter, carbon fiber roof.
Yep, which is a hard top. And you know, to clarify for those that are not familiar, C6, Z06's, and ZR1s are all hard tops. They look like a detachable target top, but they're not. They're a fixed hard top.
And that's exactly what I wished the C8 Z06 would come with.
Right. Now the reason why they did that back then is because they were worried about the rigidity of the aluminum frame. This is, you know, again, there hadn't been a lot of experimentation with aluminum framing before. Everything had always been steel frame. So they played it safe and they went rigid on the C5 Z06 and of course the C6 Z06 and ZR1s. Like the C6 Z06 is fairly light, but it is heavier than the Z06. These were around 3,300 and change, if I remember correctly. So they were a couple hundred pounds heavier.
But it also had 638 horsepower.
638 supercharged horsepower. So not, again, Chevrolet's first production blower on a Corvette.
That's right.
Every Corvette previous in factory production, not no Callaway specials or special editions. Because again, we had some exceptions to the rules. As far as straight up stock factory production, this is the first supercharged car. And of course it is also infamous when they were building the blocks. The 1 millionth Chevrolet small block built was an LS9. That's why it's in the museum now. And of course the engine is, as it is now well known to be a tank. It is easy to modify and it's just a very durable engine. Did not have some of the cooling complaints the early C7 Z06's had. And the Z7 Z06 pulls very good on the low end. This thing pulls very well on the high end.
Yes.
That's why on roll races, these things are deadly. If you're
yeah.
good with a stick, this thing is deadly.
Yeah, plus it's going to hit over 200 miles an hour.
Yes. In fact, they governed it to 205 for the same reason they governed the C7 ZR1 to 215 was because of the tires. Technically, if they took the governor off, this thing would keep going.
Sure.
They'd probably bottom out somewhere in the 2 teens.
And this thing is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous condition here. I love being able to see through the hood. Such a cool feature.
You know what? In the comments below, I want, you know, because I want to read, me and Mike want to read this later. There was criticism over this. I thought it was awesome. I thought having a see-through was awesome, but for some reason, people are critical of this. Why?
Immediately, when I saw that, I wanted this car so bad, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted it so bad.
Now, my question to you out there who don't like a clear, why? What's the reason? Would you have preferred that it was an option, or would you just don't like the fact that it's plexiglass, you know, and it takes away from the carbon fiber? Yeah. I'm just trying to figure that out because I never understood why people were critical of that. I thought that was awesome.
I thought it was amazing.
And people are now calling for that with the C8 convertibles.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Beautiful interior.
Dark titanium interior. 3ZR, Moulin leather, stitched dash. Dark titanium is, it may not show well on the camera, but this is actually a darker gray, not a lighter gray, so it's a little bit more subtle in, like you look at it, it's not bright or obnoxious, it's very kind of toned down, but still creating a more dynamic interior, because people, you know, the infamous silly complaints about C6 interiors I'll never understand.
Sure.
You know, it may not be fancy, but they sure as heck hold up over time if you take care of them. That's the thing, you know. And of course, Mike's favorite part, don't we know, we have the big steering wheel debate.
I'm not even going to talk about that until we get to one of the other C6s.
Yeah, but I want to highlight on the steering wheel really quick, okay, you know, you can tell a car's been abused or not, you know, or worn out. Look at that.
Let me come around there.
If you want to. A couple of ways you can tell how a car has been maintained or taken care of, or how an owner's care is. This steering wheel is full textured as if it were brand new. I mean, it's just, this guy was not white knuckling it. You know, usually when you get a car that's been tracked, you know, it gets very smooth because you're white knuckling it and turning it.
Sure.
This thing's like brand new. I mean, there's no defects. It's clean. We have both keys, and he did do the courtesy like everybody likes. He did throw a mild to wild on it.
Oh, cool.
So you have the ability to open and close the baffles. This is an aftermarket. This is, so everybody knows, this is not factory.
So yeah, this was the first color ZR1 that I ever saw. And the crazy part is it was probably summer of 2010 that I pulled up next to one of those, and man, I had already fallen in love with that car just from articles in the magazines that I was reading. But when I saw it in person, I fell head over heels.
Throw a damper on anybody's move, but you know, for my story with the C6 ZR1, I was at Fort Dix, and I was in the U.S. Army at the time. I was waiting to get shipped over to Afghanistan, Operation Enduring Freedom, when Motor Trend came out with the Blue Devil reveal, the issue.
Oh yeah.
And of course, first thing I did is I called my dad. I'm like, they brought the ZR1 back.
Yep. That's exactly.
But just a quick side interjection for some of you out there. Please keep all veterans and all the people in Afghanistan in your prayers, as you know what is going on right now in the world. Just as a side note, let's keep them in your prayers if you don't mind.
I agree 100%. They need our prayers, and everybody in Afghanistan, especially the U.S. citizens that need to get out, we really need our prayers.
All right. So now we covered the supercars here. We also finally got in our new influx of some inventory here. I have some C8s still, and we got more coming. So keep an eye for those of you looking for your dream C8. We've got these beauties here, and I got some more coming.
And real quick, guys, I don't have enough time to go over all the cars in the showroom here. As you can see, this video is already pretty long. So we're gonna go over the rest of the C6s. We wanna show all of those, and I'll come back and do more video at a different time and show you guys the rest of the inventory.
We have some C6s, and of course I got C7 Stingrays in stock now finally, and of course I still have some wide bodies in the back there. I got a Grand Sport over there, only 900 miles, for example, and a few others. Everything's on our website, CorvetteWorldDallas.com, and of course, make sure to keep following, subscribing to Mike. Starting off here, I got an unusual, and people say, well, we don't take high mileage cars. Normally we don't. This was a trade-in. The gentleman who owned this one previously had traded this in for one of my Stingrays. He wanted to upgrade to a newer one. So this sucker here has 91,000 miles on it. And you say, well, why would we keep one at 90,000 miles? Well, the answer is because take a look at it. For 90,000 miles, she is clean.
Yeah, man, this is a clean car. It does have, you know, some 91,000 miles.
For 91,000 miles, but you know what? Brand new tires. Yeah. He did some front end work. He did his 90,000 mile service. So I mean, it came in. It's in great shape for the mileage.
And it's a Z51.
Yes, it is. It's a 3LT Z51. It's an 09. So 09 He's got the 6-disc C changer, which gives you the auxiliary jack, and you get the Bluetooth for the phone. So this is the year the Bluetooth debuted. So again, you know, even though it's primitive by today's standards, you at least have enough to where you can make it compatible to modern technology without having to go to town on it. Just got to live it up the back of the camera.
And it's a convertible.
And it's convertible. And it's got a couple of neat little things in the back here. This was custom painted shark gray to give it a little bit of a mishmash.
Oh, cool.
Eagle eye LED taillights.
Very cool.
Which would look really good at night. He's got them shadowed out.
Sure.
And
Corsa
exhaust.
Beautiful.
They're connected to stock Cat's manifolds. All that's unmolested, so it's just the exhaust, so it won't drum your head out. It's just nice and potent, but not obnoxiously. So.
Cool.
All right, luckily we still have this one. I know we covered this right briefly. Z06 Spider replica wheels, 3LT Z5107 convertible. This one's got 31,000 miles. This one is a one owner, Victory red with the ebony interior, black top. And that one had black top too, just so you know. Both of these have black convertible soft tops. So again, I got two of them here. I got one that's higher mileage, one lower mileage. Both of these cars have pretty much brand new tires.
Cool.
Brand new tires. This one here has the Firestones. That one has the Continentals.
Cool. I like the Continentals.
Yeah.
Good tires.
Again, LS3 car, LS2 car, take your pick, nice convertible C6.
Sure.
Then we have my favorite, in which if I was in the market right now, which I'm not there yet, this would be the baby I would buy.
It's got the upgraded headlights.
Yes, it does. So the previous owner did the Morimoto headlights, which we actually do in our service department here. As you know, they replica the C7 design, but obviously adapted for the C6. They are half the cost of replacing OEM headlights, but they look really good. And on a black car, I mean, it's perfect.
Yes.
These cars here, not a huge fan of the brand of tire, but there are a brand new set of Hankook Ventus tires in here. And this is a 2009 4LT. And we have had its car before, but when we had it, it still had stock stock headlights and stock exhaust. The previous owner went ahead and threw on also a set of Corsas. So this one also has a set of Corsas. So I've got two 09s with Corsa exhaust in here.
Oh, cool. Very nice. And I noticed something else about this.
Go ahead and show.
The side vent.
Go ahead.
Up front.
Yep. It's got a stainless steel chrome or a mallet billet aluminum insert in there.
Yeah, that's
and this one here, you know, sometimes they look like a little bit of a mesh. This one here is essentially drilled holes, which I think actually looks kind of better. It looks more higher end.
Yeah, it matches the wheels.
And it also creates kind of a reflective effect.
Yeah,
so it's just a little bit better than the hole.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. The calipers, we did the calipers. We painted these dark gray instead of the light gray, which goes more flush with a black car. It is not a Z51, but it is a mag-ride car. So the F55 mag-ride option in a C6 automatically comes with the Z51 brakes. Okay. So the suspension itself, on a performance scale, splits the difference between the base and the Z51, but you get the same braking power. So this is the in-between. But the 4LT trim, like the 3ZR, like the 3LZ, gives you an all-leather dash and door panel and all the main loadout of a 3LT. And of course, he's got also Lloyd floor mats. And this one is also in a dark titanium. It's almost identical to the ZR1's interior except for the headrest, which is a embroidered cross flag.
Now right here, why couldn't they do this type of steering wheel?
You noticed that, huh?
Why couldn't they do this type of steering wheel on the Z06 and ZR1?
And I'm gonna tell you something, you feel it. Now, let me try this, Mike, feel this. All right, feel that. Now feel this.
Yeah, it's totally different.
It's different, but it's similar. It's very similar.
Yeah, I guess it is similar.
It's very similar.
But I like this better.
Right, but if this were stock like this, you would think it would be, it'd be factory.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how much this costs to do?
I have no idea.
200 and change. That was it.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
The rest of the wheel looks stock.
Yeah. So I love it too, and I will admit I do like it a lot because this one has the grip, the upper bolster grip.
Yeah.
And it's two-tone. It's thicker. It's kind of husky.
Yeah.
It's very grippy. And the leather is very similar to the leather used here on the dash and panel, so it goes with the car like it's stock. So again, a little bit of love in these cars can take away some of these cosmetic complaints. This is a perfect example with it. Hence why I said this guy did a lot of what I would do, so that's why, again, if I were in the market, this would be mine right now.
So let me know in the comments down below if you like that steering wheel, if you agree with me that should come on the Z06, the C6 Z06 and the C6 ZR1. It needs a beefier steering wheel. That's all there is to it.
Last but not least, obviously, with the accepted exhaust, just like the other ones, bone stock. With a very nice high-end, the best battery in the market, you get the Optima. Optima is the best battery in the market.
Cool. Well, she's a beauty. This is a 2009 with 18,000 miles for 36. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is gonna wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish we could have gotten to a lot more of the inventory here, but like I said, I'll be back probably before I go to Corvettes of Carlisle, and I'll get some more inventory for you guys. Yeah, come on over.
Oh, interjection.
That's right.
Or should we say?
So always, there's gonna be in one of these corners all of Corvette World's information. Plus, I always link stuff down in the description below so you guys can find all their information in there. Make sure you call Robert or Sue Ann, and she's about to join us.
Hey
What's up,
guys,
partner?
I just want to say thank you so much. We are so appreciative of all of your business, and even if we don't have the right car for you right now, I love the fact that we're in touch. Feel free to give us a call, give us some information so that we can reach out to you if something comes in our inventory. All right, peace. Thanks.
Thanks, Sue Ann. Thank you. Give her a big thumbs up along with Robert and myself for creating this video.
And thank you once again, Mike, and all of you for your support. Really
yeah, and guys,
make sure you call. Say if you see it here, don't just say Brink of Speed sent you. Say Mike Brink sent you. All right. I want to make sure this man here, gets credit for what he's going to do because you know what, he does not get paid for doing this. Corvette World, chips in where we can. It's a mutual benefit because he gives us out there and he has content. And of course,
sure.
Apparently people like me. I don't know why. I'm kind of fat, I'm hideous. But apparently my nerdiness is contagious. That's why
people like chubby people. I'm kidding. So guys, we cannot wait to get to Carlisle. We're going to be.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to be there from Thursday to Sunday. Can't wait to see you guys there. Robert's going to be there. Richie from Service is going to be there. Seagarner Speed 252. Clarence is going to be there. So we're going to have a blast.
Yep.
But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to miss a single one of these videos, make sure you smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and we're going to see you guys at Carlisle soon.